All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Little mistake there, but all right. I was trying to lower the volume and I took it back. Whatever. Hi. Hello. My name is Tom Lavelle. As you might know, as you're listening to the Tom Lavelle Show. Sorry. It's been a long weekend. Yeah, so welcome to the Tom Lavelle Show. This might, in fact, be the last episode. So you better pay attention because this could be it. This is it. No, hopefully not. I'm hoping you all are liking the show so far. I'm trying to cover whatever pops in this little brain of mine, whatever pops in it. So like I said, I've had a very busy weekend. If you know me, you know that I am a big professional wrestling fan. Huge. Been a big fan since I was a kid, since I can remember. Funny, I wasn't allowed to watch professional wrestling when I was a kid, but I watch it all the time now. So it's fun. It's funny how those things work out. So this is WrestleMania weekend. So that was a 2-night episode, but it started, I mean, it's been building for several months. And this week in particular, they have the Monday Night Raw, which is a big, send-off show, and then Friday Night SmackDown. So you try to keep up on all of that, especially leading into this week, because they have NXT, which was Saturday day, which, I guess I'm not the greatest fan in the world because I didn't watch that, but, I watched the other 8 hours of wrestling. So I am a big fan. The amount of people that listen to the show that give a shit about professional wrestling is probably low. So I just want to highlight some of what I thought was the best stuff from this weekend. First thing, Cody Rhodes came back. That's why I started the episode with that song. The name of that song is called Kingdom. It's done by Downstait, Stait, Downstait. And that's Cody Rhodes' music. That's his theme song. So for a little history on Cody Rhodes' dad was the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, famous wrestler, who then ended up working for Vince McMahon. Back in the day, they had territories, and Dusty Rhodes was a huge name. NWA, him, like Ric Flair. If you ever heard of Ric Flair, guys like that were the big wrestlers. And then when Vince took over, he took everything. And so these wrestlers had to go to WWE, which was WWF at the time, and kind of kiss the ring. So it hurt a lot of people's pride. Then his brother was also a wrestler with WWF, now WWE. He was Goldust. Then Cody came in, and he was there, Cody Rhodes, for a while, then became Stardust, then left the company. And there was a lot of issues because in that brief summary that I gave you right there, there was a lot of, prideful things that were hurtful things to Dusty, Goldust, aka Dustin, Cody, aka Stardust. Their pride, their egos, they were beaten, And when Cody left, he went and joined this other company, AEW. And the lyrics, if I could read a couple of them from that thing, you took it all away. And he said, I give it all away. Can't take my freedom. Here to change a game, a banner made of pain. I built my own kingdom. My father said when I was younger, hard times breed better men. Hard times breed better men. That's probably true. It's a true statement, but the lyrics, they mean something. So Cody left and he built this character. He built himself up on the independent circuit, and this company, AEW, is one of the hottest companies in the world right now. And he was a big, big part of it. Maybe the biggest part of it. I think the biggest part of it, as far as developing it, name recognition, bringing in other superstars, other wrestlers, a huge, huge part of it. And now he's back with WWE. And that moment of him actually coming out, there was tons of rumors. It was, everyone kind of knew it was happening, but until it actually happens, it's like, and so then when it was incredible. The crowd was electric when his music finally hit. There was a mystery opponent for one of the opponent for one of the other greatest wrestlers in the world right now, Seth Rollins. Now, here's the big thing with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, in my opinion, connects with the audience. This is where Seth, I think, has fallen short. Seth Rollins in the ring is incredible. Sometimes I think he's going through the motions, but when you wrestle every day for a whole year, sometimes you're going to be going through the motions because you're town to town, show to show. You're tired, you're exhausted. You know what sells, you know what works. You do the same thing over and over and over again. Okay, you tweak it here and there for big shows, big moments, stuff like that. But, it gets old. It gets, redundant. You hear that vocabulary right there? You hear how, do I sound like a genius? But so if you're into the wrestling world, you know how big of a deal it was for Cody Rhodes. I can't stress enough how big this was for Cody to be back with WWE. And for me as a fan and a huge Cody fan, it just makes you feel good that this guy who has been through it all, gave it all up to go make his own thing. He could have stayed with WWE and been the puppet, been the characters that they make. And WWE makes a lot of decisions that are questioned. Every decision they make is questioned. But, Monday morning quarterback, hindsight, people look and say, what the hell was that? Like, that was such a joke. That was terrible. That was bad. It's all the time. It's like all the wrestling fans trash WWE because they're the best. They're the kings. So of course they get trashed. Either way, he went out and did it on his own, and mad props, mad respect, Cody Rhodes. Awesome match. And I can't wait to see what goes on. And I'm hoping that they do it right. I hope that he gets the push. My brother wants him to get the main event shot right away, and it's gonna come. He's gonna get that championship shot. You got to build it. You've got a year to build it. Let him get his chances. Let him get screwed. Let him get, buried a little bit. Have him win the Rumble. You know what I mean? Have him get that title shot. We'll see what they do. That was one of the great moments of WrestleMania. Another great moment was Stone Cold coming back. Stone Cold hasn't wrestled in 19 years. I mean, he's an icon of icons. He's, at his peak, Stone Cold was the most popular wrestler in the history of professional wrestling. At his peak, at his prime, nobody was higher up. Nobody was hotter than Stone Cold Steve Austin. Injuries, which happen all the time in professional wrestling, his were major. Broken necks. I mean, his neck is, doctors say, like some of the worst breaks that they've seen. He's a tough MFer. They say the toughest SOB. Son of a bitch. So there's rumors he was going to be wrestling, and he came back and he wrestled. And major props to the guy he wrestled, Kevin Owens, because in the biz they call it carrying the match. He carried the match. He helped make Stone Cold look like $1 million. There was times in that match where Stone Cold was getting body slammed, and I'm cringing because I'm thinking he's going to get paralyzed. I mean, this dude has legitimate neck issues, major. One false move, and he's not walking anymore. And he's getting slammed around, this and that. And it's just like you hold your breath because you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. So the match, I mean, is it the greatest match in the history of the world? No. He's older. He's beat up. Kevin Owens, like I said, did an incredible job. Um, and it was highly entertaining and just nostalgic, the whole deal. Great job by both wrestlers and a lot of fun to watch. And then I want to give a big shout out to Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair, Ric Flair's daughter, the greatest women's wrestler ever in the world. Yet again, an amazing match, great show. She is the queen. All hail Charlotte Flair. If you don't know, now you know, she is the GOAT. Charlotte Flair. And kudos to WWE because they have legitimately built up women's wrestling. It takes time to build up and make superstars. Okay. It takes a lot of time. You got to see them and their name eventually gets, you can't just say, oh, this person's the greatest in next match. You know what I mean? It takes years. And they've been doing it for years and they stuck with it. And now I'm legitimately interested in Charlotte Flair's matches. There's a couple other wrestlers that I'm interested as well, female wrestlers. But Charlotte Flair is a step above. She is incredible, not only in ring, her character. She connects, whether you hate her or you love her. She's got it. She has that it factor. So Charlotte Flair, I love you. I love you. Triple H officially retired. Triple H had medical issues. He had a major heart problem. You can tell he's lost some weight. Professional wrestling. We blame all this stuff on professional wrestling, the body, and I'm sure it does take its toll. Now he's got a defibrillator. He came out to start night 2 of WrestleMania, put his boots in the middle of the ring, which signifies, he's done. He's retiring. So Triple H, great career. Love you. Great work. You're still going to be there creative. You're going to run the show and, let's keep this thing rolling because we're hot right now. That was a great WrestleMania. Shout out to the celebrities that were there and wrestled. Logan Paul had a great match. Super athletic, dude. I mean, I know Logan Paul, a lot of people shit on this guy. He finished 5th in the state of Ohio in wrestling when he was in high school, which is quite a feat. 5th in the state. That's awesome. Ohio is a good wrestling state. And obviously he's been boxing, went the distance with Floyd Mayweather, had a great match, is an interesting character. It's a good time. Johnny Knoxville wrestling Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is incredible. Sami Zayn made Johnny Knoxville look good. See, this is how good these wrestlers are. He made Johnny Knoxville look good. How old is Johnny Knoxville? You know what I mean? Like, the match was super entertaining. The whole Jackass crew there, it was just major fun. Like, if you want to be entertained, that is professional wrestling. That is sports entertainment. Sports entertainment at its top. And Sami Zayn, one of the greatest wrestlers in the world, because he can make anything entertaining. He's entertaining. That's what WWE is all about. I'm preaching. I'm standing on my soapbox. If you don't like professional wrestling, I'm sorry, but it's WrestleMania weekend. It just ended. Okay. But Sami Zayn, I love you. Incredible. Kevin Owens, I love you. Incredible. Charlotte Flair, love you. Incredible. Cody Rhodes, I love you. Incredible. All right. Main event. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns. I'm a huge Roman Reigns fan. I'm a huge Brock Lesnar fan. It was a good match. I'm not sure if Roman Reigns got injured in the match. There's some rumors that he did get injured during the match. His arm, it looked like he might have torn a tricep or something. From a picture that I saw, it looked bad. It looked swollen. Like, dudes are jacked. legitimate monsters. It was a great show, entertaining, big match feel, big time match, hot crowd, and Roman Reigns, spoiler alert, remains Universal and unifies the belts now. So I'm excited for Raw tonight. We're going to see what's going to happen. I think WrestleMania, I mean, I don't know, but looking back, I think that the pacing was good. I think the matches were good. It wasn't too long. It was close, but I was invested in the whole thing. 2 nights of, I mean, I'm watching 7+ hours of wrestling, and to keep someone interested for 7 hours is very difficult. If you want to go check it out, we did a live stream for the Wrestling Perspectives podcast, also under the umbrella of Working Perspectives podcast. There's different clips. I commented in the first night. If you want to see our reaction to Cody coming out, it's pretty funny. One of the things we kept talking about, and I'm not super proud to admit it, this is something where you're going to have to earmuff your kids if they're around. So last week in my my episodes, we're talking about eating butt, right? Eating butt. And so, we're talking about, we're laughing about Kensington Rich and eating butt. And someone comes up with this there's this, like, we're saying the younger generations all eating butt. Younger generations eating butt. A lot of butt eaters. There's like millennials, and then I think it's the butt eaters, or they are the butt eaters, So a phrase came up. I'm not going to tell you, like, we were trying to describe a position, I guess, if you will. And a phrase came up. I coined the phrase, it's something like they're milking something, and Jesus Christ. And, and so, I started to we said grass-fed milk is like cows, you milk a cat, whatever, udders. And so I said, oh, ass-fed milk. So if you're watching the Wrestling Perspectives, you're probably going to hear a lot of the phrase ass-fed milk, AFM. Phrase of the weekend from WrestleMania and the Wrestling Perspectives. Good old ass-fed milk instead of grass-fed. Ass-fed. I'm a genius. Ass-fed milk. Oh, man. So, yeah, WrestleMania weekend. Great weekend. I still have to think about it as far as how I would star it. Right now, I'm leaning towards an 8 out of 10. I think it was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it. And I'm glad that WWE has had a great pay-per-view. And we'll see, because I'm always pulling for good old WWE. All right. So that recaps WrestleMania. Going to move on. Now let's get to some comments from last week's episodes, last week's videos. So, referring to the Cheerio guy, I got a guy video, to the guy that brings me Cheerios. He's got a guy. Don't worry about it. I got a guy. Here's your Cheerios. Karen R815 responded, you got a bag of soup, lady, too. Now, if you're from the South Side shout out, about the bag of soup. Good old, I'm doing my little shoulder shimmy. I got to loosen up my shoulder shimmy. Ooh. My little shoulder shimmy. That's the bag of soup dance right there. People bring me stuff at the bar. They bring me food, which I love. I do love it. Sometimes it's a fail, though. I had one lady bring, in the wintertime, we make each other soups. Well, this one lady, I guess, was trying to get in, and she brought me a soup in a little bag, a little sandwich baggie. Not even like the one, like a little, like the pinch ones, the pinch jobby, right? So she brought me a fucking bag of soup. So someone's like, what is that? I was like, it's a bag of soup. So now this lady we know her as Bag of Soup. This is how you get nicknames. folks. Bag of soups. Yo, we had a day in the bar, fucking bag of soup. Everything was bag of soup. We still say it. So, Karen, thank you for your comment. I appreciate the comments. My next comment was about my cling wrap video. Eating butt. Same guy that brings me Cheerios also eats butt and put some cling wrap on it. Like wrapping up some meatloaf. like when you got an avocado, right? And you only use half of it and you want to save the other half and you cling wrap it. So either way, got a comment from Joe Chaco Zero. I miss our deep conversations, Tom. Joe Chaco Zero. I also miss our deep conversations. I hope you're doing well, buddy. And I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you for the comment on my saran wrap butthole eating video. From my one episode about my episode 6 or whatever it was, about what my new transgender name would be. I went with Tammy or Guy. Tammy or Guy, right? Tommy to Tammy. It's easy. One in Guy because I'm a dickhead. The dude was also thrown at me. Dude might be a good one. So from Jimmy B, Tamika. It's an easy transition as well. So instead of Tammy, Tamika. So not Tommy anymore, Tamika. Jimmy B, thank you for the comment, and I want to get you on the show, bro. I want to chat it up, me and you, laughing, loving. Oh man. All right. So thank you for your comments, and I really appreciate the comments. So if you hear this video and you hear me saying I really appreciate the comment and you have something you want to say, please, because I like to talk about these comments. All right. So guys, I had a really busy weekend. WrestleMania weekend, working, still doing the food revolution. Today, this morning for breakfast, I'm having wings. Again, chicken for breakfast, wings. I'll post a picture of the wings that I'm having. I made them last night for WrestleMania party, and I said, you know what? Food revolution. What should I have for breakfast? Why not some chicken wings? So I'm going to be having that tonight. Food revolution continues. Eat what you want whenever you want. Don't let someone tell you something is for lunch. Don't let someone tell you something is for dinner. It can be for whatever time slot you want it to be. If you want something that is supposed to be for dinner, for breakfast, you eat it. All right? I'm with you. Okay? If you want something that's supposed to be for breakfast, for dinner, do it. You can do it. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. We're in this together. The food revolution starts with us. Starts with me and you. Food revolution. We're revolutionizing the way people think about time slots. By the way, did I ever say how much I love coffee? I love coffee. I love you. I love you, coffee. I'm talking to my coffee right now. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love you, coffee. What would I be without my coffee? What would I be without my coffee? I don't know. What would I be without my coffee? Little Ja Rule coffee action right there. Also, for my busy weekend, I'm coaching baseball. Let me tell you about my Saturday. So Friday is a movie night with my kid. We always do a movie night Friday night. I love it. I love him. I love my kid. So we just finished the Rocky saga, Rocky 5. I know it's not as good as the other ones, but still entertaining. He liked it. So I fell asleep early. We got done the movie. I said, all right, buddy, it's time for bedtime. I think it was around 8:00. Dude, I was out. I passed out. I was busy, all week. I was worn down, and I went to sleep. What time did I wake up? Fall asleep at 8. What time did I wake up? Like 1:45 in the morning, 1:45. Guys, and I was up. There was nothing I could do about it. I wasn't falling back asleep. So what did I do? Like a good boy, I cleaned up the basement. I cleaned up the kitchen. I did some mulling around. I made breakfast. I worked out. Boom. You see that? Oh, if you can't see that, I'm fucking strong. So I think I was anxious about baseball. I'm coaching my kids' baseball team, but it's not, it's quick ball. If you're not familiar with quick ball, there's a lot to it. And there's a lot going on in this league. I mean, there's like a headquarters where I've been like 5 times to pick up shit for this league over the last couple of weeks, 5 times. I mean, I must have gotten 40 emails about this league, 2-hour courses, Zoom calls, pamphlets. I've got a binder full of instructions. These kids are 4.5. I thought I was signing up to show up. All right, hit the ball, throw the ball. Here we go. No, this is a full-time gig. And I got all the other parents standing around there like, what's this coach going to do? You know what I mean? It's a lot of pressure. So I don't know if subconsciously that was what was getting to me. But I mean, it's a little ridiculous for 4-year-olds. It's a lot. However, I do think developmentally, it's going to be good. This quick ball thing, as far as developing the kids, is light years above T-ball, your traditional T-ball. All right. So I'm trying to make it work. It was fucking 40 degrees out. These kids were freezing. I'm like, let's move, blah, 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 blah. As a coach, let me tell you, this is okay. Let me tell you my spiel that I gave to him. First of all, I said, welcome to the Dodgers organization. 7-time World Series champions. I did a little research. 7 times. Been to the World Series 21 times, won 7 of them. All right? This is a hell of an organization. We're glad to have you a part of it. There's going to be 4 things I ask of you. 4 things. Number 1, listen. Listen to your coaches. When your coaches tell you to do something, you go do it. When we got to move to station, you go do it. All right? Listen to your coaches. Number 2, I want you to do your best. Whatever it is we ask you to do your best. Throw the ball, do your best. Swing the bat, do your best. Try to hit it, try to run, do your best. Okay? Number 3, I want you to cheer on your teammates. When your teammates out there and they make a catch, good catch. When they make a throw, good throw. When they go for the ball, good try. All right? Cheer on your teammates. And number 4, most importantly, we're going to have some fun. I want you to have fun out here, okay? This is a fun game. We're going to come out here. We're going to laugh. We're going to play. We're going to have a lot of fun. So if you do those first 3, listen, do your best, cheer on your teammates, you're going to have a lot of fun. All right, now let's get it live. That was my spiel for the 4-year-old kids. So if you got any tips for coaching 4-year-olds in quick ball, send them my way. Leave it in the comments. Next week, I think I'm going to be working on swing angle, introducing a little HGH, right? We're working on corking the bats. It's a whole nother thing. So after baseball practice, we had pictures. It was 40 degrees. I've got 11 4-year-olds running around. We had to wait in line for like 45 minutes for these pictures. It was tough. That was tough. Trying to keep these kids corralled. The parents, we were fed up, I think. We were like, come on now. Do we have to do pictures opening day? 40 degrees. We couldn't wait a couple weeks till the parents could at least wash the uniform. We just handed them out. We made it work. Pictures, I think, went off okay. I haven't gotten them back yet, but hopefully they're good. So after that, and that was running late, we head down to the Sixers game. Me, my kid, my nephew, and my brother-in-law, we head down to the Sixers game. The Sixers blow them out. Good time. We stayed till the end of the game. Kids liked it. It's a little loud. My kid's still like his ears. He's covering his ears. It's loud. I get it. After that, I had a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old birthday party for my niece. So we drove right from the Sixers game to a birthday party. Now, remember, I've been up since 1:45 a.m. 1:45 a.m. So we go to that birthday party. Ton of food. Wait, they did too much food. However, there was a lot of good stuff there. Primo's. It was a Primo hoagie tray, and the hoagie tray from Primo's The the one that doesn't get enough credit is the veggie. Oh my God, the veggie hoagie's so good. Eggplant, other vegetables. I think a sharp provolone on there. Oh, it's awesome. They also had the Schwartzy on there. That's with the Thousand Island dressing, Russian dressing, whatever you want to call it. That was really good. Chick-fil-A tray, the nuggets, you know what I'm talking about? Pretzel tray from the pretzel factory with the cinnamon dip. Cinnamon dip. I got some salad in. Someone made a salad. I got a little bit of that. Trying to not use as many carbs, but when there's a pretzel tray around, I can't fucking help myself. Especially with the cinnamon dip. Oh my God, it's so good. Then everyone eats that, right? And there's still plenty of that left. And there's like egg salad, pasta salad, potato salad, regular salad, Caesar, whatever. Everyone eats that. And there's still plenty of that left. Well, then they throw on like 40 burgers. Fucking chicken. They had a whole fucking tray of grilled chicken, hot dogs, a ton of fucking food. I don't know what they did with that because the party was winding down and they're, putting out cheeseburgers. Like, I should have made a couple trays to go. Honestly, they're going to throw it. Like, there's nothing they can do with it. I should have just said, yeah, I'm going to take a bunch of burgers home. I should have, could have, would have. I didn't. Oh, well. So then we leave that. Then I'm on my way home and I'm exhausted, guys. Been up since 1:45. Baseball practice, clean the house, baseball practice, pictures, Sixers game, birthday party, running around. I'm playing in the backyard with the kids at the birthday for soccer. I got my kid going. My kid, bam. Oh, by the way, they had some princesses show up. The Disney princesses. We had a Belle and Rapunzel show up to this party. And I'll tell you what, she did all right. She did a little sing along with them. Some of the older guys are like, they're not hot. And I'm like, well, what were we expecting? You know what I mean? Like 10s? You thinking of 10s are going to be, first of all, 10s ain't dressing up like Disney princesses and going to private parties. They're like, if they're 10s, they're at Disney. You know what I'm saying? Or they're doing something else. 10s ain't doing that. I was like, what were you expecting? I think your standards were a little high, guys. A little bit high. So then I'm on my way home and I'm exhausted, but it's WrestleMania night 1. Call my bro. Let's do this live stream. Set up the live stream. Create ass-fed milk. Watch Cody Rhodes come back. And that, to me, right there is a tribute to WWE and what they did, because I should have been falling asleep during this show. And I wasn't. I was up. I was awake. I was into it. So we do that. That ends around 11:45, 12 o'clock. Bro takes off. Time for bed. You know what I mean? Went to bed. Did it. Next day, wake up. I got work. Go to work. Leave work, come home, make those wings for the party, get it all set up. We're watching WrestleMania again. After WrestleMania, everyone leaves. And not that they were making a mess, but there is a mess there. After you're done, there's the box of, there's pizza left over. I got to wrap that up, take it home. There's some wings left over. I got to wrap that up, clean them up. The dishes, dips, those dishes. You know how like when you leave a dip out and then it's done and then it's like just that little layer of dip on there and it's like, I got to clean this shit. So I thought, man, I'm exhausted. I want to go to bed. What did Daddy do? What did Daddy do? Daddy cleaned up, took out the trash, did the dishes, wiped down the counter, swept up the floor, come down to a nice clean kitchen this morning. Like a man. Like a man. That's what you do. That's what you do. Take notes. And I know all you moms out there listening are like, wow, how lucky is his wife? And I'm going to tell you, she's very lucky. She's extremely lucky. One of the luckiest women I know. Oh, man. So that was my weekend. Very busy. A lot of fun. It's starting to hopefully get warmer. I'm looking forward to that warm weather. I'm looking forward to continuing to coach baseball. I will keep you updated on the baseball and how that's moving forward, and the food revolution. I'll be showing pictures on my TikTok about the wings that I made. So that's going to cover it for the Tom Lavelle Show this week. Oh, bam, perfect timing. And I hope you all have a great week. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for listening. And my name's Tom Lavelle. Peace.
About